Hello class. Today you will be working with Fusion 360 to build your wind turbine. Now this wind turbine will include the centerpiece and all the blades that you want to work with. The centerpiece must be at least 20 millimeters by 50 millimeters on the base. So you have a large range to work with, however big you want, anywhere from 20 to 50, and anywhere from 40 to 80 in height. That is not going to be perfectly measured, so you don't have to be too stressed out about that. You must use or have 2 blades. You cannot have 1. The max blades is 12, so you get a lot of variation. There are many ways to make these blades. There's many different techniques. I will go over one of them, but you are allowed to be as flexible or as creative as you want to be. But the goal is to make this as to have the biggest ability to generate power. So you want to think, what can I do to generate more power? In this case, I wanted these to be at an angle and to be somewhat thin. So let's get started. I'm going to go bit by bit, though you do not have to follow this exact method. First, I want to make the base. Now, the base has to be between 20 to 20 to 50 to 50. I'm going to use 25, but I'll make it bigger by the time I'm done. I'm going to choose Sketch, Rectangle, and 2-point rectangle. I'm going to click down once. I'm going to drag away. And now you see highlighted one of the numbers. It says 40. I want it to say 25. Then I'm going to push the tab on my keyboard to get to another set of numbers, which is now highlighted. I will say 25, and then I will push Enter. I will then push up here, Stop Sketch. From here, I will start to extrude. I will go to Create, Extrude. I will choose the only surface I have, and I will choose 50. Now, if you look at the extrude window, you'll notice that I selected one piece to extrude. The distance I chose was 50 millimeters, and the taper angle is 0 degrees. I'm going to use this a lot today. I'll say OK. And there is my base. Now, right away, I'm going to put in the hole on the bottom. The hole might not show up on certain 3D printers, but you should still see a marking on where it tried. So it's a good reference point. I'm going to go to Sketch, Circle, Center Diameter Circle, and I'm going to choose this base here. Now I'm sketching on the base. I'm going to be carefully see where the center of the square is. And I'm going to click down once and pull away. It's going to highlight a number. I want that number to be 1. And then I will go to Stop Sketch. I'm going to zoom in a bit. And I am going to select this. I'm going to go to Create, Extrude, select that small little dot, and I'm going to push it in. Now this should be about anywhere from 15 to 20 millimeters. I'm going to choose 20 millimeters. And I'm going to say OK. And there I did a cut. Well, that's nice. But now I have something that won't work. This won't turn at all. It has 0 blades. I need at least 2. I'm not sure how many I want to put on it yet. To put a blade on, you could do several different things. One idea is to use the ellipse tool here. Choose the surface you want to draw on. Choose the middle. Set it up how far you want it to go from one way and how far you want it to go from another. This is a neat tool, and many of you will try to work with this. I don't want to because I want to show you the easiest ways to do it. So I'm going to say Command Z, and stop sketch. Instead, I'm going to make it more of a square, something easier to work with. I'm going to go to Sketch, Rectangle, and instead of 2-point rectangle, I'm going to choose 3-point. I'm going to choose this surface, and I want this to have a big angle, so I'm going to start from about here. So unlike 2-point, it lets me set up 3 points, which lets me do an angle. And I want mine to be quite angled. So I'm going to put my second point here. Then I'm going to stretch it out a bit. And that's good enough. I'm going to stop my sketch. Now I have another surface to extrude. I'm going to go to Create, Extrude, choose this surface, and I'm going to send it out about 50. And then I have one surface selected. I have a distance of 50. And I'm going to use taper angle to make it a bit bigger. I'm going to go 5. There we go. There's 5. I'm going to say OK. Actually, 50 is going to be a bit big. Let's say 40. Don't make the weeds too big, otherwise the 3D printers won't be able to get them. I'm not going to give a limit on it because I'll be able to fix that in a different software anyway. I'm done with this extrude, so I'll say OK. But I want to extrude it again, only I want it to get smaller. So I will go to Create, Extrude, choose the same surface, make it so that the degree is -5, and I'm going to extrude it as much as possible. Eventually it will stop extruding because it gets too small. And there I have a blade. It's at an angle, and it's nice and wonderful. So how do I get several of these? Well, use a pattern in a circle. The easiest way to do that is to draw a circle on your top. I'm going to go to Sketch, Circle, Center Diameter Circle. Choose this surface. I'm going to find very carefully the center Come on, do as I want you to do. And I could draw a circle. And then I could push stop sketch. Once the sketch is stopped, I could create the pattern by saying create pattern, circle pattern. First, I have to select the object I want to be patterned. I have to choose every surface on my blade, which is going to be a total of 8 surfaces. Then, on axis, I'm going to choose the circle. And that is my phone. So that's a nice way to do it. Another way to do it is to actually make the surface a circle itself. So I'm going to command Z, get rid of that circle. I'm going to go to stop sketch, sketch, circle, center diameter circle. The top surface is what I want to draw on. I'm going to find the center. And I'm going to make it actually bigger than my square. And push stop sketch. So then I'm going to go to create, extrude, choose my circle, and push down -50. Now this will cut off my blade. I don't want that. So I will go to operation and choose, instead of cut, join, and push OK. So now I have a nice circle. I can go to create pattern, circle pattern. And I can select all 8 of my surfaces. Yeah. For my objects, for my axis, I will select the edge of my circle. And then I have nice, beautiful blades. Oh, they're beautiful, class. Aren't they beautiful? I'm going to choose more, though. 4. That looks like it will work. 5. Ooh, that looks like it. 6. That's a little much. 7. No. 8. No. 9, 10, 11, 12. Maybe? No, I don't think 12 is going to work. I'm going to go to 6. 6 looks like it's a good number. I'll push OK. Now, if you want to get fancy, I'm going to make this part more round so it's more aerodynamic, even in the front. I could do that with a chaffer or fillet. It's difficult to do because there is not a lot of room to work with. So I could just go with the number. Another thing I could do is go to create, extrude, choose the top surface, extrude it up, but make it a high degree. I'm going to choose 50 degrees. Oops, -50 degrees. And I'm done. So work on this. Each of you needs to build one. It must have a hole in the bottom, 2 to 12 blades, and a centerpiece. Please seek each other on your tables, and your tables only, for assistance. Thank you, and I will see you guys tomorrow.